Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to walk you through a delt workout with me. This is going to be a quick one today. My upper body workouts aren't quite as intense these days. So I just did a warm up. So my warm up was face pulls, very light lateral raise and light front raise. So I just do a couple circuits of that, super light, just focusing on squeezing the muscle, getting full range of motion, having really good form, and then just getting a good blood flow to the area. So my first exercise for today is going to be the seated lateral raise. This is with a bent elbow position. This allows you to actually go a bit heavier and really load the muscle because you're holding the weight basically closer to your body rather than holding it out here, right? I'm gonna do a couple of warm-up sets here, feel it out, and then I'm gonna do 2 myo rep sets to start this workout off. All right, so first working set, we're gonna do 2 working sets like this. I bumped it up pretty significantly, and with myo rep sets, basically it's an extended set, and we're aiming to go to near failure. So the first cluster of reps is going to be somewhere between 10 to 15 reps to failure. Then I'm going to take a couple breath, rest for like 5 seconds, do half of what I did that first group, will be somewhere between 5 to 8 reps, and then rest again, couple breaths, and then half of what I did the second time, which should be somewhere around 3 to 5 reps. And that'll take you to pretty close to failure, if not failure, for hypertrophy. So it's really important when you get into this machine, you want to line up your shoulders. It has these little pivot points here, these little red knobs. So you want to adjust the seat so you're at the right height. And then with these, you're gonna have your arms bent. You could do straight arm too. There's nothing wrong with that. I do like to vary that sometimes. And rather than stopping here, you're gonna notice I'm gonna come up above shoulder height. So getting as much range of motion that I can for as long as I can. All right, that was 12. So I'm gonna just breathe and let that burning feeling come off. So I got 5. Aim for 3, we'll see what happens. See if I can do one more. No. And that, my friends, was failure. Look at that pump. This is my bigger side. So I just took a couple minutes break. I'm gonna do my second working set here. A couple other things that I wanted to point out is you'll notice that not only do I really go up past shoulder height, but when I come down, I don't just relax my arm down. I sort of drag the weight down, controlling it. That's the best way if you wanna build some size to your delts and have that nice cut there, to focus on the eccentric, so the lowering portion, and really guide the weight down. Don't just like relax. People do that and that's not even 50% of the rep. I would say it's 60 to 70% of the rep is actually the eccentric when it comes to hypertrophy. So if you're trying to build some muscle size and you feel like I'm doing everything, but it's not really happening. I used to feel like that too. I was always like, why don't my delts look this way? I was doing it all wrong. So I have really built my delts over the years by focusing on slow eccentrics on this kind of stuff. And you can actually go a lot heavier than you really think that you can. Second set, myo rep set here. Same weight the entire time. See if we can match the first set. Oh, man. I think that was 9.5. Go for 5. Oh man. That's what I get for taking a couple weeks off training shoulders. All right, I'm gonna go for 3. Oh man, no. Ow. So mission accomplished. You know, when I was younger, I played sports. I played basketball, and in my mind, when I started weightlifting, I used to get so frustrated if I couldn't do all the reps that I wanted to do, like literally almost to the point of tears. And I felt like a failure. And it took a long time in my bodybuilding career to start accepting failure as like the win. That is the goal of the whole thing. A lot of people, they kind of shy away from the pain. They shy away from it being hard. They make it easier. And the whole point of weight training, my theory, is to make it hard, and you should fail. If you've not failed, then you're not working hard enough, and you're probably leaving a lot of gains on the table. So even though I wanted to do more, the mission, the purpose of this set was to push myself to a point that I couldn't do anymore. So mission accomplished. All right, we're gonna move on. All right, exercise number 2. We're doing a decline bench front raise, and I'm actually going to do a mechanical drop set here, which is another way to also achieve hypertrophy without necessarily lifting heavier weights. You're keeping the weight the same, but you're lightening the load by changing the position of your body, basically, or could be the position of the machine too. Whereas a traditional drop set would be you are reducing the weight, doing the exact same move. I'll be doing the same movement pattern, but because I'm laying back, the weight feels heavier due to gravity. And when I sit up, it feels lighter, so I can still knock out a few more reps, getting closer to failure, extending the set longer, and achieving hypertrophy that way. I love to do that for shoulders. I also like to do mechanical drop sets for like biceps, like arms, because I don't typically sit there and curl like 50 pounds. And a lot of times when you're working these smaller muscle groups, you can't progress in the weight as quickly. It's just a smaller muscle, especially for females. It's unlikely you're going to go from 10 to 20 pounds or 20 to 30 pounds on some of these smaller muscle groups. You have to come up with other ways to push the muscle close to failure. Looks like this. Hair is out of control today, you guys. So I'm just going to lean back, arms hang straight down, and I'm going to bring the dumbbells up to parallel to the floor, controlled, and then guiding them down. You see my arms are totally straight. So the deeper the incline, if I go back even further, probably go back one more notch, the more gravity obviously is playing a role. So I do as many that I can. It should be about 10 to 15 here, keeping good form. And again, I'm not swinging the weight. And I'm really focusing on squeezing the front of my shoulder. One more. Maybe not. So I'm gonna sit up, less gravity, right? And we're gonna do some more. Oh man. You almost see the skin kind of change color. It's all the blood that's pumping to this area right here. You notice in the video, I'm doing them with my palms facing my body. Depending on your anatomy, what feels good, maybe if you have something with your shoulder, it's always good to try different hand positioning. So if you wanted to, you could try them, I'm like shaking right now, that coffee. You can do your hands palms down. You can even try palms up. It's not right or wrong, it's just a different positioning. It kind of rotates your shoulder a different direction. You, depending again on your body, might feel it a little bit better or less depending on the hand positioning. Give it a couple reps. As long as it's pain-free, you can vary it from workout to workout or find one that you feel like suits you best and then stick with that. So I'm gonna rest for about another minute and then I'm gonna do one more set. Oh my God. Okay. So that was actually another version of a mechanical drop set, by the way, switching from doing both arms to then doing just singles to rep it out. I like doing that kind of stuff again because I'm not using super heavy weights here, but I know I can probably get a little bit more out of the move. So sometimes I will also drop it down to just one arm so you can really focus all your energy and strength on one arm at a time. Usually you can get a few more reps in. Quick break. We're gonna move on to our third and fourth exercise, dumbbell lateral raise superset with dumbbell upright row. I got this combo from watching my girl Jen. If you guys see her on the channel often. Jen did a delt workout with Dr. Mike from the RP channel. They crushed her with this superset combo, so I decided to incorporate it into my training block this month. Oh man. Oh my God. Oh. So we are on the last exercise for this workout. We are doing a dumbbell rear delt fly. On this one, so I'm using the incline bench. If you didn't have a bench, say you're working out at home or maybe all the benches are taken, you could just stand up and hinge at the hips and just do them that way. I'm using 10-pound dumbbells here, so it's pretty light. But again, keep in mind your rear delts is this muscle back here. It's a very small muscle. I think a lot of women make the mistake of thinking that they need to be going super heavy and that they should progress in the weights much faster than what's actually realistic. So I've been doing these for a long time and I usually don't even go up past like 15 unless I'm doing dumbbell swings, which is intentionally using momentum to do the motion. And that is a mountain dog technique that he sort of coined, these rear delt swings, which is also great for building size to the rear delts. But for today, we're going to be doing a more controlled motion. I'm going to keep my arms super straight, palms facing down. At the top, I'm really going to try to hold even just for a half a second at the top and try to control on the eccentric again. So you really want to make sure that you are controlling the weight in both directions and not swinging in this particular exercise. All right, so that is it for this shoulder workout. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to comment below if you guys have any questions on this workout or what you guys want to see next. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up today's session with a little bit of core work. And I'll see you guys next time.